Happening here, an event to help raise and inspire others to rise above some of life's most challenging situations. From the ground up, here to tell us all about this weekend's motivational seminar, Nicole Canella, Melissa Murray, and Rosemary Heath. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for coming in, because I think this is one of those inspiring things that people can't believe that someone is able to continue on when something tragic happens in their life, and something that no one ever can prepare themselves for anything that can happen. So Melissa, I'm going to start with you if I can. Your son Dorian has touched so many lives.
Yeah.
I mean, for a little guy who had such incredible spirit, you must wake up every day, and first, obviously, you miss him, but on the other hand, go, he really did change not only just the community here, but the world.
Yeah, you know, every day, you're right. I wake up and the first thing I think of him is how much I miss him, and, you know, the mornings are so different, and it's still a struggle every day to wake up and not have him there. But I do think of the good that he's brought and how the foundation has started and the good that we've brought to other families. So everything that he's done, even since his death, just means the world to me, and I feel really honored that it's still happening.
And for a little guy like him, he did more in his short life than some people have done in maybe if they live to 100 years old.
Absolutely, yeah. If I could do half of what he did in 8 years, then I'd feel truly blessed. Yeah.
And also, you had a great event yesterday too, raising a lot of money too.
We had the bike run yesterday. It was great. We had I think around 350 bikes, and
350 bikes.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
It was a great turnout. We had a really fun time. It was a beautiful day for it too.
And Rosemary, for you, we all have heard your story before. You survived an incredible, horrific attack at a Taunton restaurant last year, in which your husband lost his life.
Yes.
So that is one of those things, obviously, no way of ever preparing yourself for that, or even you're going to a mall, you're going to a restaurant for a nice night, and something like this tragic happens. How do you get up every day and continue on with life?
Well, George made me make promises to him before he died. About 2 years before he died, he made me come up with these. He came up with these promises to, if anything ever happened to him, I would move on, smile my real smile, laugh my true laugh, go all the places we said we'd go to, do all the things we said we'd do, and don't be publicly sad. So I think those promises came in and really made it to the point where I couldn't be sad. I had to hold the promises and continue with it.
And look, I mean, you're holding a promise today. You're on TV talking about it, so I'm sure he is very proud of you that you're able to continue on. Nicole, your book, Leaving a Mark, was forwarded by Dorian. You also want to help others overcome these struggles of your own, and this is the book right here.
Correct. So I suffer or battle anxiety, and I've been blessed to meet some amazing children who show me that if they can overcome what they've overcome, then surely I can do it as well. So I've got Leaving a Mark as a testament to sort of how Dorian's left a mark on me. And then this book, ABCs of Love, also features Dorian in it, and it's a book of little fighters and people who've overcome or passed on to heaven because of pediatric cancer.
So this is going to be an event. It's going to be held on Saturday. So where can people get tickets to the event?
Okay, so it's at Jeff Kinney's bookstore, An Unlikely Story, in the second story space on stage. We've got incomparable women. We've got Rosemary, Melissa, myself, I'm speaking, Susan Postero, who's the founder of a nonprofit called Binkies for Comfort, which covers critically ill and burnt children in love through blankets. We've got a woman who survived double brain cancer, who's actually on the roadshow, Lisa Deck. Forgive me, not brain cancer. She had double brain surgery. She was frozen from the neck down, literally, to preserve her life while she had surgery. And we have a woman who suffered heart failure after having a brand new baby, who now is the speaker for the American Heart Association. So these women are just unbelievable, fierce fighters, and I thought literature brought us all together in one way or another. I was helping Rosemary with her memoir, and obviously Leaving a Mark brought Melissa and I together. So we're going to get them all in one room, and they're going to tell their stories and maybe hopefully inspire people to rise from the ground up.
Good stuff. And thanks so much, ladies, for coming. And you really are inspiring so many people, and just strong women. And I'm sure your families would be very incredibly proud of all of you. So thanks so much for
From thegroundup.world. That's where you're going to get your tickets.
Sounds good to me. If you would like to learn more, you can go to that website or visit ours as well, roadshow.com.